Hey man, say man, it's your boy Inky and the Brain Man, and we are back at it like a bad habit. Salute to everybody who's tuning in, man. So look, fellas, some men just will never get it. It don't matter if you rich, broke, handsome, ugly, tall, short, fat, slim, in shape, whatever the case is. Some dudes just don't get it, and some men, I'm actually starting to be convinced now that some men just aren't meant to get it. You have a certain demographic of men who are always going to be, simps, tricks, suckers, spineless. You feel me? Rugs that are made to be walked on by women, and then you have another sector of men that get it, that understand how the game goes, understand how women act and how they choose the partners that they want, things like that. And it actually makes sense. Like when I think about it critically, it's like if everybody was just super player or super pimp, that just wouldn't be a healthy balance, right? Um, so it is what it is. But just getting on Travis Hunter, right now. First of all, this video isn't made to throw dirt on Brody's name. You know what I mean? Hey man, salute to Brody, man. He's gonna be more successful than the vast majority of the population. To the nth degree. Dude's gonna be rich for the rest of his life. But it looks like looks like his wife might put a dent in that. You feel me? So that's what we're gonna talk about today, man. So Travis Hunter, just completely raw on the field. I'm talking about when you talk about raw talent on that football field, he's the definition. I don't know if y'all played football before. I did. I played a little bit of football, not much, but I played a little bit of football growing up, man. And I tell you what, it takes a lot of skill to be a two-way player. To play on offense and defense, you have to be extremely smart, and you have to be agile. You have to be agile on the field. It's one thing to play quarterback or just be a safety and things like that, but to be a wide receiver and a two-way player, like wide receiver and a safety, wide receiver, quarterback, those two different playbooks you got to learn. That's a lot of information. So again, salute to Brody, man. Won the Heisman Trophy winner. Clearly going to be, a high first round draft pick in next year's NFL. So salute to bro, man. I'm pretty sure he worked his ass off to get where. No, I'm not sure. We know he worked his ass off to get where he's at today, man. So salute to bro. But it seems like he got a problem on his hands with the woman that he chose. You feel me? Now, there's clips going around of Shorty, giving him an attitude after the big win, after they blew out whoever it was, 52-0. He had like interception, 100 yards receiving, and like 2 touchdowns. Just ball the fuck out. Ball the fuck out that game. But I guess allegedly he had took some pictures with some fans or something like that. And she kind of attitude when they was running off the field with each other, right? Like, okay. Now look, I don't really fault Shorty for that. A lot of people throwing her under the bus for that. But look, man, women get jealous. You know what I mean? And that's just what women do. You know what I'm saying? That's just regular shit to me, right? The problem that I have, well, I don't really have a problem with who he chose. Who he chooses, who he chooses. You feel me? My whole issue is, first of all, you're Travis Hunter. You know what I mean? And you could literally have probably whatever girl you want. Probably not whatever girl you want, but you probably get about 80% of the women you want, right? So you have to pick or litter at this point, right? But I get it. Now, one thing too that people kind of are not really like taking into account is he been with her for 5 years. You feel me? So he was with her in high school. So it's just not like he knocked her like this year type shit, right? But the main issue I have a quote unquote problem with is it really seemed like Shorty don't like him for real. Shorty put him in the friend zone for, what did she say? Like 2 months or 2 years or something like that. I don't think she said 2 years. I would hope that he wasn't in the friend zone for 2 years. I think she said a couple months. But he was like DMing her and basically left him on red in the DMs, you feel me, for months at a time. And he kept on being persistent, trying. And then finally he knocked her, right? But she online talking about, oh yeah, he ain't my type. When he hit me up, he just wasn't my type, and he was sending me DMs, and I left him in the friend zone for a couple months or whatever the case is, right? Now, to me, I don't know about y'all fellas, I'm out at that point. You know what I mean? If now, I'm not saying that a man shouldn't be, how is it? A man should, pursue a woman, because let's be honest, if she's something attractive, you know what I mean? She's like even like on the scale of 6 and up, she got tons of options. So you gonna have to put in a little bit of work. I'm not saying to fucking chase her down some simp shit or be in the friend zone for years at a time trying to get. I'm not saying to do that, but yeah, you might have to try a couple times. Like, if she leave you on red the first time, I know a lot of dudes, they like to poke their chest down. Man, she leave me on red one time, I'm done. And it's like, okay, I get it, but hey, look, I might spin the block. I might give her a second chance. After that, it's over. I'm not gonna stay in a friend zone for 2 months, 3 months, a year. I'm just gonna move on to the next chick. Because this is a serious question, fellas, that y'all need to realize. Like, why do you want a woman that doesn't like you or doesn't genuinely find you attractive or genuinely, you're not her type? Like, why do you even want to fucking deal with her? That's just my thought process. I'd rather get a chick who really rock with me for real than be stuck in the friend zone for 5 months, 6 months to a year, trying to sniff her panties and shit. That shit weird, bruh. Like, move the fuck on. Now, I get it. Back then, he didn't have a big of his name yet as he is now, but he was still a top. I'm pretty sure he was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. And that's what she was saying. Like, Shorty even said, like, one of her friends had to put her on, like, girl, this Travis Hunter, he a top recruit. He could be about to go to, you know what I mean? He about to go to D1 type shit, full ride scholarship, right? So then she starts to peep who he is as Travis Hunter, the football player, and now she's like, yeah, that Rihanna song, that Rihanna song coming under my all I see is dollar sign, all I see is dollar signs, throwing up the sky. Hey, you feel me? She's like, okay, I might have to see a future with Bernie. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Now he starts becoming a little bit more attractive now. Yeah. Once he sees his film, how you're a two-way player, and he hawking niggas down, in his position, getting interceptions, scoring touchdowns left and right. She's like, okay, you know what? This ugly black nigga with dreads, man. You know what? He kind of sexy now. You dig what I'm saying, fellas? So that's my whole issue with Travis, man. And furthermore, because again, men pick who they want, right? Men pick who they want. You feel me? And we can't really knock him for picking who we want, because we really don't know how they real dynamic is. She might legit love the dude. I don't know. I doubt it. You know what I mean? Because women can't really force themselves to be attracted to you. Shit. A man can't force himself to be attracted to a woman. Just a quick story. When I first moved to Arizona from California, right? I met this snow bunny, right? Now, I don't really like the snow, but hey, to each his own. But the reason I rock with her is because she rocked with me tough, like heavy. I remember the first time we kicked it, she came through, pulled up with some weed, gave me like an 8. She used to damn near just cash me out, or do you need this? It's just real attentive. You feel me? Real attentive. I'm like, damn. But I just wasn't sexually attracted to her. She wasn't that cute. She had no booty. But her personality was fire though. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll give her a chance. You know what I mean? Ended up living with her for a minute. Ended up rocking with her, but ended up having to cut ties with her because just deep down in my heart, I knew like I'm stringing her on because I don't really like her like that. There's nothing this woman can do to have me like her. That's how I think that Travis Hunter's girl more likely than not probably feels. You feel me? You can't go from, oh, this dude ain't my type, this dude ugly, to, oh, you know what? I love this guy. He's my heart. He's everything I ever wanted. Like, that's just not how it works, fellas. Now, let me be clear about something else too, because you got people calling Travis Hunter a simp and all this shit, right? And I guess to some degree you could say that, but look, when you're 17 years old, you don't know, unless you was really laced up from a youngster, you feel me? Like, you're not gonna really know the game like that. So I have an issue with people calling him a simp because it's like, yeah, he did some simp shit, but we've all done some simp shit. You feel me? Every dude got, you do some simp shit when you young, and he feel like shit, he got the girl that he want. Let's be honest, Shorty's cute. You know what I'm saying? She ain't the baddest, but I seen her without makeup on. She cute without makeup, so hey, I think she a cool 6'7" for sure. Feel me? Maybe flirting with an 8. I personally like her phenotype. I like the tattoos. I fuck with her. You feel me? But simping, fellas, is about reciprocation. All right. That's what simping is. You chasing this bitch. You fucking sending her DMs and doing all this shit. Sending her cash apps. I don't know, whatever the fuck you Simpson trip niggas do these days, right? And you're not getting anything in return. That's what simping is. It's about reciprocation. We don't know what Travis got once he well, you know, after he pursued her and got her. We don't know what she's doing for him. You feel me? He might be getting everything that he want out of a relationship with Shorty. So to call him a simp might be a little stretch. Now, did he do some simp shit by staying in the friend zone for a few months or a year, whatever the fuck you said? Yeah. But at the same time, hey, we know how niggas are. Just because you in one girl's friend zone don't mean you not smashing other chicks on the side. You might play her for a year just to be like, all right, look, I'm gonna get her. I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna still fuck these other bitches too on the side though. I mean, you Travis Hunter, you feel me? So, hey, look, I don't know what high school y'all went to, but I remember the top football players on the team that we was on, that I was on, what they was doing. You feel me? And let's just say being a virgin and getting no head, no pussy, that wasn't one of them. You know what I mean? So I just want to throw that out there just to give y'all a different perspective, man. People kind of throwing dirt on Brody's name, man. I ain't gonna call him a full-fledged simp. He did some simp shit, but we all know what's being reciprocated in the relationship. We all know how she's treating them. Now we can see from the outside looking in, she has an attitude, but what women don't? What woman wants to see their first round draft pick husband flirting with other women or flirting with other women, taking pictures with other women, right? But it does seem like she got him on lock though, because I heard she was like, oh, talking about their relationship rules. And, you know, Travis, he's a good dude. He's something like a solid brother, man. He's like, man, yeah, if I take pictures with a woman, I make sure my hands are in front of me, not wrapped around the waist. So it's like, it does kind of seem like she got him, under her finger. And let me close out with this. Now, this is the main part, the crux of the video, right? Apparently, you know, they're going to have some kids, get married, things like this. And some guys are a little just trying to stir him in the right direction. You feel me? You got Killer Cam, you know, shout out to Cameron. I guess they got a good relationship. He telling him, be careful. You got the comedian Godfrey telling him, hey, Brody, look, congratulations on the Heisman. We wish you the best of the career. But you need to be careful with this lady, man. I would delay the engagement, delay the marriage, things like that. And don't rush into it, because we already know how these women can get. You feel me? When everything's good, when the getting is good and you getting the millions a year and everything like that, it's all gravy. But let him suffer a career, and I pray this never happens to him, but let him sprain his ACL a couple times. Let him break his damn neck on the field. Let him do something to where he's not the Travis Hunter that he is right now, with all the clout and all the accolades and things like that, and he starts to go on the decline. We see what happens in those kind of relationships a lot of times. A lot of times, the women, she cut ties and she out of there. You feel me? Which is a big lesson on status. You know, a lot of guys, you know, they put physical attractiveness up there and money up there, things like that. And that stuff is highly ranked, man. But status is everything. Because look at, like, take Scottie Pippen, for example. Scottie Pippen, MJ's right-hand man, won several rings with him and everything like that. When Scottie Pippen was at the top of his game, he was like the best two guard in the league, really. You feel me? Made a lot of money and everything like that. Got Larsa Pippen. He retired. You know, years go by. Hey, Larsa get up out of there. Starts fucking with Future and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not saying that Travis Hunter, his wife, is going to do that, but this is a common pattern that we see. And I do salute to the OGs for just kind of kicking them some game. Like, hey, buddy, look, you might want to hold off. You know, I know some people calling them haters, and I wouldn't say that, man. I think they're coming from a genuine concern. You know, Travis Hunter is very young. He has a bright career, bright future ahead of him. So to get married to a woman that clearly, blatantly said in front of your face, by the way, you sitting right there, that you're not her type physically. You know, she just wasn't feeling you like that. She left you in the friend zone for a long time, ignoring your DMs and everything like that. But, you know, you strap on that cape and you run that 4.2 40-mile dash all through her DMs and day and out. And then she realized who you are because her friend had to put her on. Now you with her and it's like, I think it's clear we can see just from the outside looking in. Like I said, we don't know what's being reciprocated in the relationship, but it does look like Travis Hunter is going to wife up a chick that does not really fuck with him like that. But she does fuck with that bread, that bag he gonna bring though. Yeah. She fuck with that status that he's gonna bring to her as being Travis Hunter's wife. You feel me? So yeah, that's my take on it, man. I hope, I wish them the best. I'm not praying on their downfall or anything like that. But I think it's clear as day that she don't like him like that. So that's what it is, man. But hell of a year though, man. Shout out to Shadori Sanders. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Shout out to Shiloh. You feel me? Shout out to Deion Sanders. Hey man, Deion, you know what? Look, before I leave out, let me give Deion his praise, man. Deion Primetime Sanders, man. What a hell of a dude, man. I remember he brought in Brittany Renner to come give the game to the brothers on the football team about what to watch for when dealing with women. You feel me? Y'all know how Brittany Renner get down. How many coaches do you see bring in well-known hoes and well-known 304s to come in and give them some game? Like, hey, man, look out for a bitch that's going to do that. If she do that, she's going to use you, what he won't. You know, I think that says a lot about Prime. It shows he actually cares about his teammates, his boys. And I think he's solid. You know, he tried to give him game from day one on how to look out for, what to look out for in dealing with women, man. Because I tell you what, man, when you got status like that, and you get NIL money, you know, this is a different era. You know, you got kids now making NIL money, making millions of dollars at 18 years old, 17 years old, driving around in Lambos and shit like that, pulling up to college campuses like that. Can you imagine that? Bro, I went to college. I went to a well-known, you know, D1 school, bro. And bro, I couldn't imagine pulling up in a Panamera or a Lambo or a G-Wagon, you feel me, as a freshman or a sophomore. You know how much pussy is getting thrown at you left and right? You know how careful you gotta be with how you deal with women? So, that's another thing I do kind of respect about Travis though, because he stand up for his girl. He don't give a fuck about what we gotta say, man. But it is our duties as, you know, older men to kind of kick game to the youngsters on what to look for. And yeah. Don't chase after no woman that says you ain't her top, fellas, because it probably ain't gonna end well. I'll holler.